Paul Blair, also known as DizzyHips, the hula hoop man. Well, my profession is performing. When I thought about my profession and what is my profession, I thought, yes, I'm a hula hooper. But that isn't a profession. Like, you teach hooping, you perform, you make hoops. So those are the different professions. You're not a hula hooper. Nobody pays you to be a hula hooper. So stuff I like to do with the hoop. I like to do big tricks where the hoop's on every part of my body, almost every part, not every part. And stuff where I'm balancing or multitasking, probably because I can't multitask at all in anywhere else in my life. And I like to do just figure out different ways to have the hoop on my body and use as many muscles and body parts as possible. But on the other side of it, I also like the very, very minute focused tricks as well. Like balancing it on the head, but also things called isolations or hoop illusions, kind of mime illusions with the hoops. I like creating illusions with the hoops and making it become more than what it is. And that, to me, has a lot of creative outlet in those kind of tricks for me. And then I like to take the hoop and use the absurdity of a grown man hula hooping, and then mix that with a juxtaposed action like playing soccer or playing football, throwing the football around, or hitting the speed bag, the punching bag. I like the absurdity of a grown man hooping and doing kind of things that seem like macho things, and that's a lot of fun to me. I grew up loving the Guinness World Record book. I just loved it. When I was a kid, that's all I wanted to do, was be in the Guinness World Record book. And now I am, and I'm really happy about that. I'm not that shy about it. I have my records right here. Okay, these are medals. You only get medals like when you're part of a TV show, and so I was on a TV show in Italy to get these. I also have the record for the most hoops spun or orbited on the body at once, and I did that on the early show in New York a year and a half ago, 2 years ago almost, and that was 136 hoops. I love working with kids, and although sometimes I try to, distance myself from that, because in some areas of performance, you kind of are looked down on if you're a kid's performer. But I don't see why that's the case, because kids are a tough audience, and they expect a lot, and I give my utmost every time. I do win them over, the energy they give back, they don't hold anything back, and either. They give it their all. They're, especially the younger kids, they're not concerned about looking cool or being embarrassed. And if there's one message in my programs, it's that, you know, look, I'm a goofball. I hula hoop a square. Don't be afraid to do something that's silly or embarrassing. We skip, we jump around, we wiggle our mouths, we do a lot of things that are silly. And then once you realize it's okay to be silly, then you can sit there and you can, stand there or lay there with your foot, with a hoop going around your foot or whatever. You're not afraid to make mistakes. And once you're free of that self-conscious feeling of looking silly and making mistakes, once you're free of that, you can just let go, and the learning process just increases exponentially. And I love kids for that, because once they can let go quicker, and they can be more free, and they can learn more quickly because of it. I pride myself on being able to teach just about anybody to hula hoop in less than 2 minutes. And I can, after doing this for over 25 years and over 17 years professionally, I can just look at somebody and just instinctively I know that, you know, they have to move their foot a little farther forward, they have to pull their shoulder back, they have to look up, that, you know, whatever it is, I can tell them and readjust them. The need for that is instinct and experience, and I have instinct and experience, and I use that to help people learn tricks and learn physical movements and exercise with a hula hoop, and that's just as much of a thrill as performing at a